Hello everyone, I'm Faded Oasis. Thank you for tuning into my stream here on twitch.tv/Faded Oasis or watching the VOD on youtube.com/@Faded Oasis. Today, it's Monday, so I'm building more of this Mega Motion Magikarp with his extremely, I want to say derpy face. I'm not sure if that's quite what it is, but it's definitely something. This is a set I started building last week that, just like the other Mega Motion Pokemon in the series, it flops around. Well, the other ones move. This one flops around specifically, but you know, it's Magikarp. So far, this is what we have built. It's basically the bottom half of the gearbox, where I turn this crank and all the gears move. Right now, there are only 3 actual moving parts that seem to be the attachments. There's this tan piece here that spins, and then these 2 black pieces that are connected on the same rod. There's also these corner pieces spin, so I wonder if we're going to be putting something at like a 45-degree angle here. But I don't know, we'll see. Currently we're up to bags 7 and 8, which, as you can see in our instructions here, I'm on step 75. These instructions are a little bit hard to read because they're a YouTube video of a scanned PDF, so I really can't zoom in any more than it is right now. So I might be referring to the book every once in a while, just to make sure that I understand what's going on, because I realize that looking at the book is going to be a lot faster than me leaning over and squinting at the screen and going, what the frick is going on? Yeah. So let's get to it. I'm going to mute so I can open up these bags. There we go. So, some unique pieces I'm already seeing that I've never seen in a Lego build before. But of course, this is Mega Bloks. They can do whatever the heck they want. Like, build this weird monstrosity of a cross-shaped rod glued onto a cross-shaped hole connector. That's fun. Yeah. So this build, the thing that it's been featuring is these marbled pieces that look pretty cool. They're supposed to sort of replicate a wood texture, but it definitely doesn't just look like wood. So you've got, especially with some of the marbling like this, it looks pretty great. I'm going to zoom in. Oh, I've tested my cameras now. I think I fixed the issue I was having. There, look at that marbling. The issue I was having where the cameras lost battery power, even though they've been plugged in the whole time. I think it's because I also had the 2 lights that are lighting this set here that are just off, just out of view of all of the cameras. Those 2 lights are USB lights, and they were running off the same power brick. And I think that when that particular power brick has any USB-A devices running off of it, all of the USB-C devices don't charge at maximum speed, so the phone's died. Or it's a bug in the phones that makes it not charge. I can't tell. Because every time I go to look at these statistics for like, hey, what happened to the battery? They're just like, Straight line downward. Diagonally downward. Okay, fine. Alright, what are we building here? We need, looks like 7 different pieces. I should probably bring the smaller pieces closer to me. There we go. I can work on this. What am I missing? 2x1. Yeah. There we go, that's centered. I'm immediately going to go to the book here, because I'm not sure where this red 3x1 is supposed to be. The book is so much clearer than this blurry. Oh, this is should be like this. That's why. Oh, okay, because this is offset by half a block. The pin on the bottom side of this piece has to go in the hole. Okay. Covering up more of the gears here. We've added more down pips on this side. I'm gonna shove one of these brick separators in here. Hold my page. Alright, so we're building some sort of longer connecting rod. This week has been somewhat busy, not too busy, and it's been nice weather the last few days, so I was able to make a trip to a local bookstore. I actually picked up some books. It's a comic shop. One of the things I picked up is a grab bag of 4 different standalone books for $20, and that was a pretty good deal based on what I got. But it's 4 series that I have not heard of, so I've been reaching out for help as to where I should start with, or which of the 4 I should start with. They're 4 entirely unrelated series. But I think I figured it out. One of them is not as standalone as the blind box packaging made it seem. I say blind box packaging, it was brown paper wrapped around them. This goes into the second... Wait. It goes in the middle hole. Okay, so it goes in these two. Yeah, I asked for suggestions and someone's like, wow, that series is amazing, but don't start with that one. I'm like, these were supposed to be standalone. What? But I figured it out, and I went to my local library today, and the... Come on, get in there. There it goes. They only have one copy of the first book that I'm supposed to read. So I'm on a wait list. I'm like third in line or something. So it's going to be a while, but I've got the other books. I don't do a whole lot of reading manga or any comics, but I want to do more. How's my frames? Everything seems good. Okay. After yesterday's stream, I'm more worried about the performance of my computer. For those who didn't see, I had to restart my computer mid-stream because Super Crazy Rhythm Castle wouldn't give me more than 20 frames a second. And it being a rhythm game, you really need to hit buttons on the beat. And 20 frames a second is not great. And then it started like actually lagging. I'm like, oh, this is not good at all. So yeah, we restarted mid-stream, so I had to take the stream down. That was okay. Okay, so is it this part goes down there? Seems it. Can't line up the piece though. There it goes. Okay, so when that's fully extended. Okay, so it could go one of either of these ways. There it goes. No, it can't go that way. Okay. Alright. Well, we'll see how this works. Alright, you want me to put the larger spacer on this rod. And then put that on here. Make sure everything's oriented correctly, and then it goes this way. And then the small spacer. That seems correct. So one of the things I'm worried about, if you look at the top-down view here, is as I'm spinning this, it is possible for this hinge to go the wrong direction. What did I get caught on there? Oh, this tan piece got caught. That makes sense. So, don't rotate it while it's sideways. Understood. What the heck are those things? Oh. So I've got a lot of these half circles, but I'm supposed to find two with a marble texture. And I don't know that I have... I think this is as marbled as they get. Yeah. That's fine. I'm going to be covering up most of it anyway. Actually, I'm going to build all four of these for steps 84 and 85 right now, since it's build two and then build two mirrored ones. There we go. So these are the two from step 85. Okay, so these are going on the rotating platforms. Okay, weird. I wonder why these rotate. But okay. So now we build this weird gray column thing. That goes on this one pip here. I want to make sure that's flat. There we go. 1 8x1, 3 6x1s, 1 marbled 4x1, marbled 2x2, 2x1 with up pips, and 2 marbled 2x1. Start by building long tan section. And this goes offset. This bridges the gap here. Okay. Okay, so we're leaving a large hole there, probably to see it spinning. I'm not sure. The other side. Okay, we'll start with the top here. Place these underneath. And then up pips on the side. There. And that goes just on these two. Yeah, okay. Sure. So this can still swing underneath it. And I'm not sure why. Alright, now we spin this around and we're building those same square caps for here and here. Are they exactly the same? No, they're not. One of them uses a 5x1. I think that's it. Yeah, okay. So the one on the left gets the 5x1. And then again, the up pips go directly away from the direction the 5x1 is pointing. Come on. There we go. That goes on this side. Okay, now we get two of these gold 2x2 with a bar again. There's a 1x2 and 3 2x1s. And it is along the side with the crank on it. It's supposed to go right there, right? Yep. There it goes. So that matches the gold trim on the bottom as well. Which we only have on the sides, not on the front and back. Alright. Building more of the floor here, I guess. Covering up all the access to these gears, so better hope everything works. There we go. Sorry. Hey, Heller, how are you? Didn't cheat here. Hoping your power stays on. They're having issues. Good luck. I also hope your power stays on. Continue to line with gold trim. You see mechanisms, yes. So this is the gear. The black bars over here is the gear system we had yesterday. This is new, where I'm not going to actually spin it, but that pin right there rotates. I guess the tan 2 length bar behind it rotates, so this revolves around it. And there's a hinge here, so actually I'll do a little bit this way. No, it's this way. So we've got sort of a back and forth motion. I'm being careful because when I'm holding it sideways like this, some of the pieces are being pulled down in a way that makes some catch a little bit. But yes, this kind of oscillates back and forth. Is this not going down? Okay, which block isn't lined up? They all seem lined up. That's probably more force than I should have had to put in though, so it's possible that one of these is slightly misaligned or something. I wonder why we have curved ramps here. There we go. Okay, so we've got to build on top of this. These are tiles with down pips on our marbled slate here. Let's put it the other way so that it looks like it blends better. There we go. And then a 3x2 goes underneath that. And this whole thing goes starting at this corner. There we go. Oh, you couldn't see that in the instructions again. This is another one of the downsides of trying to read off a book is I forget to advance it for your benefit. Alright, so we take 2x2, put some alt pips, and a normal 2x1, and put that at the end of this. Nope, we put another 2x2 on top of it. Then put it at the end of this. And then, oh, that's what hangs off of this side. To give us the side pips for the one corner that doesn't have them yet. Alright. Still don't know why it's rotate. Maybe we're gonna start a gold. This is like the start of the gold trim that'll continue the whole way across or something. So the fact that they rotate doesn't really matter. And it's just round pillars. No, because then why wouldn't we just use the 2x2? Why do they rotate? I don't know. Probably we're just using the rest of the pieces here. Yeah. Uh-oh. How, what? Oh, this hangs off the edge. Okay. So I'm looking at the diagram of how the inset of how to put this together, and I'm noticing the two tiles in the bottom row. You've got 4 white pips on the left, 4 yellow pips on the left side, 4 blue pips on the right side. And I'm like, okay, great, 2 4x1 tiles. I've got a 4x1 and a 5x1. And had a little bit of a panic moment of, I've screwed up, where have I put the tile incorrectly? No, the 5x1 is just supposed to hang off the edge. Okay, so that's that. This goes here. There we go. Bag 9. Clean up all these small pieces. Oh, bag 9 is not large. Alright. But it does include some light blue, which we haven't seen yet. We've seen like a teal. But not this super light like baby blue. Which I'm separating for basically no reason. Shove everything to the side. Come here. So, crank on the left. This blue piece goes here. This has a hinge on it, or the bottom part of a hinge. This tan one with a hinge goes here. And then a brown 3x1. And a marbled 5x1. I can switch to this if I'm going to be doing more top-down stuff. Yeah, there we go. Alright, long marble tile. Okay, it's a 3x1. I need a 2x1 plate and 2 1x1 tiles with down pips. There we go. And this has to go in the middle. So I can just just sit right in there. Step 100. I'm assuming it's a 4x1 to 5x1 tile. Looks like it. We gotta spin this around again. This goes on just those two, and ends right before the blue. Okay. Alright, same deal with the 1x1 tiles with down pips, except this time it's on a sub piece, where it's part of a sub-assembly. There we go. They're both 8x1s, right? Looks like it. Yeah. There we go, and that sets on top of here to finish the tile all the way this way. Gotta do some weird things. Is there supposed to be a gap there? I hope so. No. What did I do wrong? Oh, I missed the rest of the pieces in step 101. I only looked at the sub-assembly. Oh. I put these on wrong. The pieces that were hard to put on. Should go down one. In there. Trying to find somewhere where I can hook underneath. Alright, what if I take this tunnel back up? The gears are in the way. pick this whole 6x1 up. There it goes. Okay. Now that's in the right place. Hey Destiny, how are you? Alright, I was doing that so I could see where this 6x1 went. That goes here. Been tired? That's understandable. It's a tiring world out there. Work is working? Yes, absolutely. Alright. We need 2 of these 3x2.5s. I'm not kidding. They're not 3x3s. They're shorter than that. That's so weird. Why do these exist? Got paid for the first time last week. Hooray! You're being financially responsible. Is that true? Or are you lying? If you're gonna come in here saying, guess what games I bought, I don't know how financially responsible you're actually being. Yes, hooray for the paycheck, absolutely. Okay, I'm gonna guess NBA Jam Tournament Edition for the SNES. That's definitely wrong, but I'm guessing it anyway. So start. Hey Molly, how are you? It's not Magikarp yet, it's the base for the Magikarp, but we're working on making it a Magikarp. We're just starting to put some baby blue pieces on it. You don't own any Nintendo console before the Wii. I thought you owned a DS. I guess it's a handheld, not a console. Alright, okay, what's my second blind guess gonna be? Trying to think of what like Xbox 360 games exist, because I know you have that. But then I remember that I owned an Xbox 360 pretty much solely for Rock Band, so so we're covering up the gears here. We're starting to. Yeah. All right, there we go. Only 6 games this time. Again, that sentence you said about being financially responsible. With only 6 games. How many did you play? Two being pretty easy to guess, 4 being the wackiest picks. Okay. Yeah. A lot of these seem a lot like I have to press a lot more to get the pieces down than even the other Mega Bloks kit. I wonder if it's something to do with the way that they're made. Maybe the marbling is affecting the piece build quality. Three of them they're playing next week. Okay, one is a sequel that we played after the first. The other two, at a random time, me and my friend. Okay. What was the follow-up to the Rayman Origins game? Is it like Rayman Legends or something? That's my guess for one of them, whatever that Rayman game was. You already own Legends, okay. Oh, so you played Legends before Origins. Well then. I'm gonna go to the book for this, because these insets are a little bit hard to read. These go underneath. And then this gold piece goes like this in the middle. Like that. That snaps in here. Okay. We do the same thing again, but with blue. Finally open these freeze-dried mangoes and realize you do not like crunchy mangoes? Oh. I thought they were good. But I think I'm fine with crunchy mangoes. Did I do this wrong? No, that's right. Okay. Okay, so it wants me to lower both of these on this page, not to put them back like I thought they'd be. Okay. Bags 10 and 11. And we do steps 108 to 120 twice. That's a lot of steps to do twice. Time is it? It's 7 o'clock. That's break time. Alright, I'm going to take a break. And then I'll open these bags, get up and stretch, get some water, etc. You do what you need to do. Oh, I'm going to think of what to guess for Destiny. Both of these games were formerly Xbox exclusive franchises. I don't know. I will think about that during break. Everyone stick around. I'll be back in just a few minutes. I'm back. Hello. Hello, and I'm back. I'm currently sorting what was in bags 10 and 11 because there are a whole lot of similar pieces. And as for Destiny's game, I don't have any guesses, so I'm gonna guess on genre. Is it a shooter? Because if the answer is yes, I won't know anything. Alright. So I'm just going to build 2 of these at once. Because that'll be easier than flipping back and forth and back and forth. It does look like with so many of these gold bar pieces that we're building the decorative gold trim for the front and back, maybe? It is indeed a shooter game. Great. I don't think I have any more guesses. I am not well versed in shooter franchises. So I guess Battlefield? No, that was PC. That wasn't Xbox exclusive. Unless you're counting PC as Xbox exclusive. Halo 5 and Gears of War 4. Okay. Halo's not X. Oh, I guess it's on PC now, so it's no longer Xbox exclusive. It's also coming to PlayStation. Okay. Weird choice for Microsoft, but sure. Alright, I want to confirm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are these supposed to be 9 long? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, okay. This is a 16 by 1? Yeah, okay. Alright, 16 by 1s. And then... Sorry, we're on this. Nope. We're on this page now. So that was 2 of the games. Right, Destiny? And those were the sequels. One's a sequel. Okay, so I don't think you gave me any info about the other 4 games. Am I now setting these aside? Yeah, I guess I'm setting these 2 aside and building 2 more. Okay. But this one has a piece with side pips in the middle. The other one didn't, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, one of my guesses for one of the games you bought is Blur for the Xbox 360. That's probably wrong. That was one of the games I remember playing when it was in like early beta testing for free to basically see how their servers would hold up. And then I got it for dirt cheap the day it came out because Best Buy was having some stupid sale where it was like $20. And it was basically like Mario Kart, but with real cars and no characters. And by real, I mean realistic, not licensed. You know. Oh, we put the blue one on top of the gold one here. Okay. Sure. That's fine. Wait, what? So it's this one and this one? Okay. So this is a little weird because this 8x2, 8x4, is going to be held on by 2 pips in the bottom left, 2 pips near the top right, and then nothing else. There's nothing over on this side that holds it in. Just goes right there next to those other pips. And then this 10x4 hooks into all of those. Alright, and then I'm doing a pattern. We have yellow side on bottom. That's important. Oh, which means I technically put these on wrong. There we go. So we got some cool like wave patterns starting here. Set this down and swap to this one. There we go. Okay, so a mix of patterns here. Okay, so we're making like big wave, small wave. There we go. Do that again here. Turn these around. So now the yellows are on top. They fooled me. That's okay, I can fix this, but they fooled me. So you remember when I was like, oh, I put these on wrong? Because the yellow part's on bottom. So you're looking at this. Well, I was looking at the side view here. The yellow part's on bottom, so the blue part's on top. I was looking at the side, where I thought the yellow part's on bottom, the blue part's on top. But I was looking at the internal color, so I put the yellow part on bottom and the blue part on top, which means the yellow side piece was on top and the green was on bottom. It should be like this. That's okay though. They're big pieces now that I can just put on as one big set. Wait, I did this one correctly. Okay. Sure. Alright, now we get to put these white pins into here. And these cover up the sides. Oh, okay. So the gold pieces on the spinners, the fact that they spin doesn't matter. They're going to be all the way down. And they're to stop this from going in all the way. This just slides in. Like that. And there's not even anything holding it in, right? Oh, that's what the top piece is for. That will hold it in. That makes sense. And that's how we can remove it easily. So we can look at the gears. Sure. Nice waves with golden trim. Yep, and then these come down. And they should clip in, right? Yep, so hold them in. Perfect. Alright, now we build side panels for the other two sides. Start with this, going across to make this an 11 by 4. It's basically the same pattern. Go. And that goes on this side. There we go. Nice, beautiful waves. And then before we put anything on this side, we get to do this thing. So this is a thing that I saw in a few videos online of people either selling or trying to advertise this kit. So they built it, and it's these nice printed Pokeball logo on these rounded top 2x2s. I'm just gonna snap one there. And all the videos I saw of the what it looked like had to be 75% of these were sideways, like this. Which is insane. I don't know how you don't follow the very simple instruction that's shown on all of these pages of line goes across. Also, the brown on these is marbled as well, which is a nice touch. Oh, I'm still zoomed in. You can't see a dang thing I'm doing. I did those 4. I'm holding it up because there's a crank on the other side that I can't sit down. Alright, and then we don't put the 4 on the back yet because we have to do the side panel. Which looks a lot like the other side panel, but with a hole in it. Yeah. It goes right in there. Crunch, crunch. And then the last 8 of these. I was trying to get rid of the glare earlier, but the way these are rounded, there's always going to be some glare. Because these actually like stick out of there's the frame around the Pokeball, and the Pokeball section itself is basically a section of a sphere. So you're going to see the reflection from the 2 lights. Alright. That brings us to bags 12 and 13. Where I think we're still not up to Magikarp. Where am I? Here we go. Honestly, this is a nice chill stream, and I think I'm done for today. Bit of a shorter stream, I know, so sorry about that, but feel like calling it a stream here. And we'll start with bags 12 and 13 next week. There's a nice frame that we have here. Was that stuff on the bottom next? Okay, hold on. How big are bags 12 and 13? 12 is tiny. Okay, you know what? This isn't too big. Let's do 12 and 13. I was thinking that they were like the larger. I'm gonna keep going. I'm just gonna do these 2 bags and then call it a stream because I thought that these were gonna be larger bags. So let's just do this and then wrap it up. Sorry for the fake out there. Alright. Yeah, so now we're building on the underside. Which we have pieces sticking up out of the top, so I guess that's the best we're gonna do. just a little bit more. Nope, this way. What the heck are we doing here? All these black, very thin ramps. Oh, we do have some rubber pieces. That's good. Looks like we got 4 1x4s. Those will come in handy. Okay, so we need 2 of... I guess 2 of each of these flat ones. And then 2 of each of the more rounded ones. Okay, and the more rounded ones go here. And it looks like these just kind of line up with that. Yes. Oh, and then the other ones get slotted down in there. Then we take the rest of these gray double-sided 2x1s. We add some gold on the bottom. So it's a gold ramp or curve, and then a 2x1, another double-sided plate, and then a ramp. Do that 4 times. These go in the 4 slots that seem this long. Oh, I forgot to flip the page. There you go. Oh, I understand now. I'm like, why are we doing all this? To make 7 different feet for this thing to be on? No. These are guides to stop these rubber pieces from flexing out of the way. Because these are the actual feet that this will be resting on. And then this is just, I guess, supposed to stop the middle from bowing too much. And we get 2 of these 3 by 2.5s. Did they go here? No, they go this. They stick out a little bit. Okay. So now when we flip this over, we've got the gold trim on the bottom. And the 4 feet to hold it in place. Pretty good. Next, I have a decision to make. I have to name my Magikarp. I have some modular tiles to do so. Carpador? What is Carpador? Is that Spanish? There we go. Oh, you can't even see the bottom ones. Choose your language. I'm choosing Magikarp. Not Magikarp, or however that goes. Magikarp sees the magic. Absolutely. So the fact that these are 3 by 3s that I can just choose other ones, I can call this Magiador if I wanted to. Or Carp. That I'm just gonna stick with Magikarp. Get some nice accents. And their nameplate just goes right on the front. Magikarp. And then a few more pieces to do. Carp is kind of awesome. I might switch it around later. But for now, it's named Magikarp. I mean, technically, I still have these. I could name it Smetbo. This is from the Butterfree kit. I just have these on the side with the rest of the spare pieces. Alright, let's finish up what's in this bag. Smetbo is Butterfree in one of the other languages. I couldn't tell you which one. Sounds like a euphemism. Alright, that doesn't interact with anything, so that's good. We're adding more pips on the top here. So we're gonna have, I don't know, I don't remember if there's like rocks or something. I assume Magikarp is splashing in a puddle and not just like in the water. We're putting some hooks on here. It's the third hook we're adding so far. I don't know what those are going to be for. That seems like it's just going to be a hazard and collide with everything, right? Well, I guess not. Alright, we are putting rocks on. We've got 3 small rocks here. One here. One over here. One taller rock here. And then leaves? So I've got a stack of leaves here. And then small sprout. I will get that later. Just drop those leaves way far away. Are they both over there? Yeah, they're both over there. That's it, yeah. Alright, so this is where we'll stop. Yeah, we'll stop here. Thank you everyone for watching. I appreciate it. We've almost finished the base here. We have a few more small things to put on top. I think that's just bag 14, but it's good. We got this nice wave design along all four sides. We finished the top half of the gearing stuff. This extra mechanism over here. We had a nameplate, Magikarp. Yeah, I am happy with where this is going. So yeah, that is going to do it. Coming up on stream. There we go. On Wednesday and Friday, I'll be continuing my Archipelago, where I'm playing 7 games that are randomized so that all of the items are mixed together and into other games. So for example, if I beat a level in Super Mario World, I'll unlock an item possibly in Castlevania Circle of the Moon. That's the one I'm playing. I have already beaten one of the games, but you'll have to tune in and watch to find out which one. Yeah, so I'm making my way through that. We're probably more than halfway done with that, if I had to guess. And I sure hope I'm going to finish it before July. But, you know, we'll see. So that's on Wednesday and Friday. Then on Sunday with friends, we're going to have some number of friends and we'll play some co-op game. That'll be fun. It always is. And Monday is more Magikarp, where we will probably get to start Magikarp. Tune in for that. That's going to do it. Thank you everyone for watching. I very much appreciate it. And have a good one.